Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Most of the Mavs podcast. I'm your co-host, Caden De La Garza, a journalism major at the University of Oklahoma with aspirations of being a Dallas Mavericks sports journalist. To my left is my buddy Jude Halbert. How are you doing today? On a day where, there's so much happiness surrounding this day. How are you doing today?
I'm feels good to have meaningful Mavs basketball back, meaning it felt I felt some type of excitement before the game. It's been a minute since I felt that, so it all around a good day, man. I can't complain.
Great day, great vibes.
Yeah.
When I posted that TikTok earlier today, I was sitting in my car and I got the report and I was just like so ecstatic. Got home from the gym and immediately changed and put on this beautiful, beautiful Cooper Flagg jersey right here. Had to throw her on. Wore to class, which is something I never do. I never wear jerseys to class, but today I felt like it was essential that I did. But yeah, Cooper Flagg got the game, or I've got StatMuse general pulled up, but probably gonna pull up the game real quick. But he did have 18. He had 18 points off of poor efficiency shooting wise, but it's his first game back in a while, so cut the guy a little bit of slack. But here we are with the stat sheet. Got it pulled up now. So we got Cooper Flagg with 18, 5, and 6 with 4 blocks. Did shoot 20. He shot 22 shots. He only made 7. So, you don't like that. But it's fine. It's been 3 weeks since he's played basketball at a professional level. So, got to bring that into account. Klay Thompson had a ridiculous game shooting wise. Made 7 threes off of 12 attempts. 90.1 true shooting percentage. He had 24 points. It was more of a top-heavy game, kind of. We had 4 out of our 5 starters in double figures. Klay Thompson was the only guy on the bench that had double figures. PJ, decent game. He had 18 points, too. Along with Chris Middleton, very reliable in the clutch. A lot of just amazing mid-range shots. Dude, give him the ball and get out of the way when he's in his spots. And, just really easy buckets to keep Dallas in the game. I mean, all around decent showing. Max Christie kind of struggled a little bit. A lot of air balls from him. I think it's just a shooting slump, to be honest. Najee Marshall's still probably recovering from that hand injury. He only had 6 points. Ryan Nembhard, he had a pretty good game. The stat sheet doesn't show too much, but when he was on the court, Dallas was doing some good stuff. He was a +4 guy tonight. 60% true shooting percentage. He made 3 of his 5 field goals, no threes. And then Caleb Martin, just, 11 minutes, 3 points, 2 boards, Caleb Martin. But other than that, what are your thoughts about this game, Jude?
It's so good to have Coop back, like we said. Could care less about the shooting efficiency. I mean, I texted you this. I don't think people realize how insane it is that we can still technically say he just turned 19. A couple months ago. Yeah. And he was running the team. He's literally getting the team in every action. They just give him the ball. And he wasn't even supposed to be this type of player coming into the NBA. He was supposed to be like a kind of a jack of all trades, more of a defensive, bigger wing coming in. And his offensive game it's so much more than I thought it was going to be. Obviously, again, talked about it, didn't shoot well. Who cares? Loved every shot that he takes in the rest of the season. Keep shooting. Who cares? Like we talked about before, who cares? I just love his ability to get downhill. It's insane. He just gets by guys because his strides are so long and he's so big and athletic, and it's so hard to stop. And we talked about it again. Once his 3 ball starts rolling, I'm not worried about that at all. It's I don't really know what the ceiling is. Klay, like you said, good game. You said on Twitter, I want to see him on this team next year.
Yeah.
We see what he can do. Cooper isn't even like a facilitator, but just with someone out there that can kind of set up a little bit or has some type of gravity, Klay getting open shots is still he's still one of the best shooters in basketball, like catch and shoot.
100%. 1
I
million percent.
still believe that. It's just the situation has been so horrible. His shot selection's been terrible. Again, want to see him back next year. Really good PJ game. This is the PJ that we hope to see down the stretch. Again, keep shooting. Who cares? I mean, I like the type of shots that he took. Like I said, he only took 7 shots, but he really just kind of played his game like there was another star on the court, or what we saw his game be, when he had other stars next to him. He just took shots that, were good. Middleton, good game. Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What are we thinking about Ryan Nembhard? You said he had a good game. What do you see? I'm trying to see how I word this. Next season, is he the backup guard? Is he fighting? I know this is like off-season questions, but it's just a thought I had. Because assuming we draft a guard, I don't know what his role is going to be on the team.
Just like prediction at this point, you have to account how good Brandon Williams has played this season.
Yep.
And just the luxury of having a scoring guard coming off the bench is in the NBA, especially when it comes to playoff time. Right now, going into next season, because of the defensive liability that Nembhard brings, I think he's still a relief guy or a table setter type of guy whenever everything's going wrong offensively. There's turnovers, people are playing too fast, stuff like that. Other circumstances, situationally, I feel like Kidd will put him in. But because of his defensive lapses so far, I mean, I hate breaking down singular plays, but just to bring up, like, that 4-point play that Jalen Suggs had coming, like, that's pretty easily avoidable. And just things like that to happen when you have such a disadvantage defensively, it brings up a lot of questions about, how often are we going to see him in the lineup? When are we going to see him in the lineup? I guarantee you he's not going to close games next season.
It's okay.
Like I guarantee honestly, that, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's a second-round pick, right?
Undrafted free agent. Yeah.
I always get that mixed up.
I do too.
So really, like, this is all a plus, what he's done. That was just a question I thought about when I was watching on the court because, like I said, next season we're going to have a ton of guards. The rest of the season, he'll probably play a ton, and that's great for him. Just get as many reps as possible because obviously Brandon Williams out means even more reps for him. Max Christie.
I'll say –
yeah, whatever you want to say. You go ahead.
I'll say I did see a questionable Twitter report. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
A questionable Twitter report of that the Dallas Mavericks view Ryan Nembhard as a future franchise point guard, so they're planning on going into this draft to get a shooting guard or a center. Once again, it was a questionable Twitter report from a questionable, Mavericks page. And also sourced a Cowboys Enterprise reporter.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. Like, that's and also what teams are giving you their offseason plans when there's 20 games left in the season? No. None.
We don't have a GM. We don't even know who the GM's going to be.
Yeah.
Still
and also wanted to bring this up. I was talking about it earlier. Invincible Cars 1. This guy has been in the Twitter reply section for a couple of our posts, and I'll try to, if I can find it, because he did block me. So here we go. So the regular recap, post game, Mavericks lose to the Magic 114-115, complete nail biter, back and forth throughout the entire fourth. Klay Thompson adds onto his ridiculous shooting games this season, knocking down 7 from deep, and Cooper Flagg sets a career high of 4 blocks, but inefficient shooting held Dallas back from achieving the W. ... Great ethical tank game. Mr. Invincible Cards at Grok. Is 38.6 true shooting percentage bad? Question mark. Just want to know how good Cooper Flagg was tonight. And then Grok, devil's advocate. Grok just 38.6 true shooting percentage is poor for NBA standards. League average is 57. Flagg had a rough shooting night, inefficient as noted, but delivered a career high 4 blocks defensively to tight in the tight 114 to 115 loss. Solid contribution overall in his return from injury. And then Grok said, or Invincible Card said, some nice blocks for sure. Did you see how many times Cooper got cooked in the first half by Anthony Black and Tristan Da Silva? By the way, Tristan Da Silva honestly won Orlando the game tonight.
Yep.
And then I just put, this guy, I just replied, this guy has posted 21 Cooper Flagg hate posts today with the Michael Scott laughing gif. And he said, it's hate when your boy is legit sucking, question mark. He went 7 for 22 and got cooked all game long. And you guys are still playing like he did something special. Hilarious. Get ready for 21 more. He blocked me, which is typical. Maybe it's a bot. Maybe it's a real man. I hope if it's a real man, he has a great life because, I hope he gets happier soon here enough. But legit 21 hate posts about Cooper Flagg, which is like today, which I thought was really funny. And I kind of scrolled through his stuff a few nights ago, and I was just dying laughing because it's just anyways. I still kind of want to talk about or, revisit Klay Thompson next season. He is going to cost Dallas $17 million to be on our books next season, which, by NBA standards today is kind of a contract that, for somebody his age, it's kind of iffy if you want him on your team, books-wise. But it is an expiring contract next season, which is a plus. But, dude, he's had really good games this season coming off the bench. And I believe he only played like 4 or 5, below 10. He started below 10 games this season totally. Dude, he's still really good shooting. Coming off picks, catch and shoot, no dip, whatever it is, mid-range, shot creation. He had a step back this game too. Like, he brings you back into games. He keeps you in games. He's a veteran.
There's nothing like a Klay here, man.
No, there's nothing like it at all. Nothing like it at all.
And like I said, with just the spacing, just Cooper having a little bit of gravity, just kind of pulling some defenders in because they respect his drive. Just any type of spacing for Klay is just – it's night and day difference. And next season, we'll talk about the offseason, but we have to get a lot more shooting. I mean, that's obvious around Coop.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Klay has to be your next season just because of that alone. Klay has been a really good vet since he came to Dallas. I think it's been super underrated. Like, there's just been so much going on, and he's just been a stable force in the organization the last couple of years. And $17 million, like you said, it's an expiring deal. I'm not too worried about it. When Klay Thompson's on the court, it doesn't matter how old he is, man. Like, people respect his shot. And with Kyrie back, it's another guard. We'll see, but I think Klay has to be back next season.
And then you think about the shooting next season. It is a problem right now, 100%. It is a problem that they have to add on to next season. But still, like, I see Cooper going into this next season. Maybe he does improve with this three-point jumper, Maybe he does improve, go from, like, shooting whatever he is right now around probably, like, the 28% mark. I know he's been shooting a lot better since New Year's came around. But just imagine, like, okay, Cooper, he probably gets about, like, 2.5, 3 attempts a game right now, maybe getting closer to 4 because of his, just his overall usage rate. We could see that maybe jump to 6 next season. And then Kyrie comes back, he's probably going to shoot 5 or 6 threes as well. And, Max Christie with another season to develop, off-season of development, he's probably going to stay around that 10 threes a game mark. And then Klay, he's always going to stay around that at least like 9 a game, right? So I don't know if next season, especially with Kyrie coming back, there's going to be a shooting volume problem. Also, you have Chris Middleton now on your team, and getting him back next season would be good. I see a world where Dallas really doesn't make too many offseason changes, and they just bring a bunch of these guys back. They take on that rookie contract in the lottery, which is, sizable in some sense. But I just look at the cap sheet right now. I see Kyrie Irving, Chris Middleton, Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, Cooper Flagg, Najee Marshall, Max Christie, Derek Lively, Marvin Bagley, Brandon Williams, Musa Cisse, Ryan Nembhard. This is a really good roster, dude. Like, in a really good roster. And you see this team coming back from this slump that they were in, where you're kind of questioning like how good the team is. And then when they get their engine back and running just for one game, you see just the drastic difference that this team can take just when they add, an engine to their roster that already has a lot of scoring wings, that has some very good bigs, that has a bunch of guards, that does very versatile things skill set wise. Just imagine what Kyrie Irving's going to do to add onto this team next season, where you're like, dude, do we even need to add too many people or take too many people off our team? Like, that's the question. That's my question right now.
Yeah, I think tonight was just another example of, like you said, we have a lot of really good like supporting pieces on this team. We just didn't have a star, and I would consider Cooper a star, but you know what I mean, in that star role. And I think there does need to be some changes personally. I don't know what exactly. I'm not going to say specifically right now what specific guys need to be gone and this and that. I just think there will be changes as well, especially with a new GM coming in, I'm assuming. But like you said, there is a lot of pieces that will be back, and this rest of the season, just I don't really necessarily care. Like tonight, like I was whenever at the end of the game we were winning, I was like, oh, like let's win. Like I wasn't like, oh, lose. Like no, like this is fine. Like honestly, people upset online. I already saw people upset. Like, why are they're they're gonna win this game? I'm pissed. No, if they win games, like who cares? If Cooper's playing, honestly, because if you win games because of Cooper, then that's a positive thing for your team. I'm not gonna stress about a few wins down the stretch here. And like you said, this team is just way more competitive with him on the floor.
Ridiculously competitive. And just the fact that, like, I was personally thinking, like, dude, go ahead and win this game. Like,
who cares?
How much can you lose just by winning a game here and there? I know you're trying to get a better draft pick organizationally.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm going into tomorrow's game. We won't talk too much about it because we're going to get into it tomorrow. But I would love for them to be Boston. I would love for them to be Boston. Like, imagine they go in there and they get a nationally televised win. Like, that would be amazing. I would love that.
He took a lot of hard falls tonight.
Yeah.
Which I think he'll be fine. I mean, he's young.
I know that.
Every time he fell, I was like, no, please. Like,
I know that Batase, like, incident that happened. Like, I can see how somebody could say it wasn't a dirty play, but, like, dude, that was after the whistle. You don't need to go up and contest that. And you're a much bigger guy than him. And, like, that kind of just rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. I cannot deal with Desmond Bane. I can't deal with him. I just don't. It's another, like, one of those we were talking about Lou Dort the other day. Just like that petty tough guy stuff. Where it's just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, and also his build kind of just makes me a little mad. I won't get into, attacking him personally, but his build just rubs me the wrong way personally. I was going to tweet about it, but I was just like, I'm just going to save this guy real quick. It's not like too many people would see it, but maybe it'll pop up. I don't know.
Tank standings update real quick. Jazz won tonight, so that's positive. We're only 2 They only have 2 less wins than us now, and the Pelicans are currently playing the Kings. Need the Pelicans to pull it off tonight, because that'd be like
they've been
doing
us. They've been doing us a solid.
Yes,
they've been doing us a solid.
They have, but this is like the Kings. Like if you're ever going to win a game, it's the Kings, the worst team. So,
I see Utah. Utah has 3 more losses than Dallas. Pelicans have 3 more losses.
It's all about the other way around. It's all about wins because we're not going to be winning much the rest of the year. So I don't really look at losses. I just look at wins for Tankathon.
The only reason I look at losses is because that's what they rank.
Oh, okay.
That's what they rank as it. But yeah, wins are what help you out the most in that circumstance. So I'm just gonna do one click. I'm gonna do one sim. All right, let's see where we go. The Pacers got the first pick, by the way.
Oh man.
Darren Peterson with. Would they even get Darren Peterson? They'd probably get DeBonta, honestly.
Oh yeah, I think they go Peterson.
You think they go Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I think Carlisle would hate him.
Fair enough.
Chicago. Well, actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the Darren Peterson stuff because I saw a press conference clip where he was like, "Dude, I'm just I'm an antisocial loner. Like I try not to get in the media stuff, and when y'all say stuff about me not playing, I really don't care. I'm just trying to, I'm just doing what I'm doing, and I'm doing to try to help me out the best way possible." Which I respect a lot for him saying that. I haven't really dived too much into the college basketball realm as much as you have. But I'm starting to write pieces on women's basketball, so should probably start getting into that a little bit more. I've been watching a little bit of them for OU basketball. Shout out women's OU basketball. Men's OU basketball. Men's OU basketball. Let's try to get a push going so I can start writing stuff on you because that's what I'm really interested in doing. So they need to win out like 4 games to get into the tournament. So we're praying that happens.
It's going to be a stretch.
Chicago is number 2. Darren's off the board. You think
probably just take
AJ,
Darren,
right? Knowing them, they probably take LeBaron File.
Knowing them, honestly, they take Boozer, and then he's just kind of like they just kind of stays there and kind of just. I don't even want to put that on him, but Chicago's just.
This is okay. So the top 5 teams for these prospects. I'm so sorry for. I'm so sorry for the prospects because we got for number 1's Indiana. Whoever's going to Indiana is living on cloud 9. Okay, it goes Chicago, Memphis, Brooklyn, Sacramento, Washington, then the Hawks.
Oh wow, we
Utah at 8. We got 9.
Man, that would be brutal. I can't lie to you.
So what? Maybe probably Phylon, maybe Acuff.
One of those 2 for sure.
If you're going for a guard, I'm guaranteeing Michael's gone. That's terrible. Maybe, let's do another one. Let's do another one just for good luck.
One more. Oh no. Is that good or bad?
The Thunder end up getting the first pick.
Hey, wait. Can I say something real quick about that first? I think if the Clippers make the playoffs, then they're automatically not in the lottery, right? So right now it says they're not in the playoffs because in the play-in. So what I'm saying is NBA fans need to root for the Clippers to make the playoffs badly. But wow, I can't believe that. Wow, one spin.
Very sad. Very sad. I don't even want to go in the rest of it because Mavericks are also outside of the top 8, so we'll not get into that.
No more spin.
Yeah, no more of that. Honestly, a good game just overall, just to bring it all together, tied in a bow for y'all. A good game, back and forth, very competitive. Cooper couldn't really get it going shooting wise, but every other aspect, he just dominated in the game. He didn't shoot he didn't shoot too well, but he did every other thing right, which is something you want to see out of him. PJ showed that he can play on the court with Coop. Granted, Coop only played 26 minutes, but PJ had 18-5, 2 steals, block, 9 free throws, get into the paint, 82% true shooting percentage. Pretty efficient on his free throws too tonight. Shot 7 for 9, which is good. But yeah, Mavericks lose, but you kind of got to applaud losses at this point. But the thing is, it was a good loss because we got to see the guys. Cooper's back. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Ethical.
Just being able to see him on the court, an ethical loss, seeing Coop on the court, seeing him grow, having the opportunity to be so excited to watch basketball that I wear a basketball jersey to a college class with no embarrassment at all, no shame at all. I walked in that class with my chest up and I was happy. But yeah, a little bit of a shorter episode tonight because we're going to get into something a lot more juicy tomorrow, which is hopefully a Tatum versus Cooper Flagg standoff, which I cannot wait for. I know Cooper can't wait for. So yeah, this has been the Most Mavs podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying the entire time. This has been me, Kane De La Garza. To my left, it's Mr. Jude Halbert, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Jude knows ball because he does know ball. I know for a fact he knows ball. Maybe a little bit more ball than me, honestly. I might. We won't get into that, but I feel a little bit comfortable that he does. So, yeah, if you want to turn on the post notifications on X, you get in-game reporting. If you want to go on TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, you get some stats, you get some clips of the pod, some funny moments possibly, sometimes. And then just some casual ball talk. So, it's been fun having y'all. Thank you for watching. Turn on post notifications, subscribe, leave a comment below. Jude, do you have anything to say?
20 more. 20 more left.
20 more. 20 more. I'll catch y'all later, guys. 20 more.